go to Australia. Somebody told me that Australia is basically America, but with free healthcare. Good, you know? Like, that's how it should be. Nobody should have to pay a dime to get bad news from a doctor with that accent. That's not fair. Doc, am I gonna be okay? No! No, you know what? You got tumors. Hey. Here, you got a tumor the size of a baby head in your stomach. It's mental. That should be on the house, I think. That's not fair. Speaking of medical emergencies, I got in a car accident a couple months ago. That was pretty scary. This guy, he sideswiped me on the highway, and then we pulled over into the shoulder, and he jumped out of his car, and he started yelling at me. He called me an idiot. I was like, what? Really? I'm the idiot in this situation? I was reading Chomsky when it happened, so let's rethink that one, pal. My name is JP. Those are initials. It's not the whole thing. People ask me what JP stands for every day. Could you imagine how annoying that is? I have to tell people every single day of my life that my name is Jalapeno Poppers. My life is a nightmare. I actually knew a guy who was less lucky than me in that regard. I used to work with this guy. His last name was Shitler. Shitler. Could you imagine how often people are like, sorry, did you say your last name is Hitler? No, actually, it's much worse. Like a worse version of Hitler, that's my identity. It's a rough go. My last name's McDade. I'm not saying I have like a cool, exotic last name like Vin Diesel does or anything. But McDade's just a dumb Irish name. I got the family history of alcoholism that comes with that. Alcoholism is a disease that you get from not praying hard enough. It runs in my family. I was talking to a cousin about this. I was like, how do you know if you're an alcoholic? Like, what's the sign that you have a problem? And she was like, nah, don't worry about it. You're fine. She said, you're not an alcoholic unless you need liquor to get through a workday. I thought that was an interesting definition. Didn't know that you needed to have a job. It's apparently a big part of it. I saw my family recently. I was at a wedding. I'm not crazy about weddings because, like, you got to get dressed up. I prefer to dress for comfort, you know. Most of my favorite clothes were at one time fired out of a cannon. It's kind of how I dress. Like, there's all these rules with fashion, too. Like, your belt is supposed to match your shoes. That's apparently the law or something. But, like, I was getting made fun of because my belt and my shoes didn't match each other. But in my defense, no belts look like Crocs. So, it would have been bad. Is anyone in here a pro athlete? Why not? It's because you didn't want it bad enough. That's why not. It's okay. I think I'll be a pro athlete when I'm done with comedy. That's what I'll do. It's my fallback. We give athletes a hard time in America. We hold them to very high standards. We have the nerve to call them lazy. That's insane. Like, the laziest pro athlete works 10 times harder at their job than I ever have at anything. It's ridiculous. Like, if my work ethic was typical of the NFL, nobody would watch. That wouldn't be good. It's like, and the Giants are going to take over on their own 30. Eli Manning is lined up in the shotgun, and he's looking at his phone. Now he's wandering off to the locker room to use the Wi-Fi. I was reading about Che Guevara, the communist revolutionary. You know this guy? They say his last words were, "Shoot, coward, you're only going to kill a man." It's pretty badass, right? Also, no way that's true. Can't possibly be true. I think that quote just looks better on a poster than, wait.